This week in the reading plan, as I was reading through Luke, something jumped out at me in chapter 9. This is verses 18 to 20. Once, when Jesus was praying in private and his disciples were with him, he asked them, "Who do the crowds say I am?" They replied, "Some say John the Baptist, others say Elijah, and still others that one of the prophets of long ago has come back to life." "What about you?" he asked. "Who do you say I am?" Peter answered, "God's Messiah." And this word Messiah, it's one of those Bible words that we can use a lot, but it's really rich and full of meaning. It's the same word as Christ. It means God's anointed one. It has a sense of the appointed one, or the one who's looked for. And it's this idea that it's God's rescuer, the one who was sent to rescue us, to pay for sin. And at Christmas time, we talk about it being the Advent season. That refers to the coming of Jesus, his first Advent, in the very first Christmas, that he came and lived, died, and rose to pay for sin, to restore us to right relationship with God. And we look forward to someday the second Advent of him coming back to make all things right. But in the meantime, this Christmas season and the hustle and bustle, I just would encourage you to get in that reading plan, to set aside some time to remember God's Messiah and who he is and what he's done for us. Spoiler alert, tomorrow in chapter 10, there's just a really beautiful story. You know what? I'm just going to skip ahead and read it. It's just a couple verses. So this is Luke 10:38 to 42. As Jesus and his disciples were on their way, he came to a village where a woman named Martha opened her home to him. She had a sister called Mary who sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he said. But Martha was distracted by all the preparations that had to be made. She came to him and asked, "Lord, don't you care that my sister has left me to do all the work by myself? Tell her to help me." "Martha, Martha," the Lord answered, "you are worried and upset about many things, but few things are needed, or indeed only one. Mary has chosen what is better, and it will not be taken away from her." So in the midst of all the craziness and helping your parents with cooking and cleaning and all that, do that stuff. That's good. But take some time to spend with Jesus and just to enjoy time with him.